What do you do?
I'm an architect.
It's the architect. For every boxer that's in the 147-pound division, particularly, older guys who know they only have a few more fights in them, guys who put in work, guys who have a solid resume, Adrien Broner is food right now. Listen, man, particularly on the top ring side, Tim Bradley was asked, who would be a good tune-up fight for him to come back. And he said Adrien Broner. I don't think this is a coincidence. I don't think it's a coincidence with Top Rank or any of those fighters, particularly Tim Bradley and Manny Pacquiao. Bob Arum has been trying to get a fight with Manny Pacquiao and Adrien Broner. I guess the price wasn't right. And Timothy Bradley, I believe Bob and them understand what a lot of these guys, understand as well. Adrien Broner right now is prime, man. He's great because he's high reward, minimum risk at this time. The blueprint is out on how to beat him. You know what I mean? You understand if you come in attacking him, you keep your work rate up. You're a tough competitor, and you just you frustrate him. He can get very frustrated, and he won't have a game plan. He doesn't make great adjustments, and you could probably outwork him for a win or a close decision. And it is what it is. Quite frankly, I believe, everybody looks at that and says, you know what? Oh, the main thing is with that, this is the reward part, not just the victory, but Adrien Broner is really popular. He's about as popular, I should say, as a guy. He's not the most popular guy, but he's very popular for a guy who's not a top tier guy. And he brings in money, he brings in views. So guys are looking like, man, I could beat this dude, get a lot, a very good paycheck, and keep on going about my business. Either in my career there, or I'll probably have a couple more fights after, but I could start with this and get some easy money. And that's what Adrien Broner looks like, easy money. Bob Arum sees this for his older fighters that he knows doesn't have much more left, and he's trying to maximize. He's a businessman to the top order. I mean, call him shiesty and stuff and all the stuff he's been involved with, but he's a businessman. He's trying to help himself out, and with these guys, it's their duty to make sure they're not getting jobbed. So they got to have the right deals, and if he's helping him out, it's helping them out as well. Now I'll say this: I believe this fight between Tim Bradley and Adrien Broner will happen if the price is right. I believe Tim will take just about what they set up for him, and it'll be a good payday for Tim. Adrien Broner has to agree to the price. Just like he needed to agree to the price to Manny Pacquiao, he'll need to agree to the price. I think there'll be enough money to go around if it's done correctly. If Al and Bob will work together as they shown they will, are willing to do. I believe if the price is right, this is a fight that can very much happen. It makes a lot of sense, honestly, for both guys, not just Tim Bradley, but Adrien Broner, have an opportunity to face a solid, guy, a guy who has a great resume. And if he gets a win, that puts him right back in the mix of things. You know what I mean? As of lately, he just hasn't looked good. He was fighting guys that really aren't big. The last fight wasn't against a huge name, man. And Tim Bradley will bring a lot of that fanfare. Will bring a lot of attention to Adrien Broner. And, I think it's actually a good fight. I would favor Timothy Bradley. Due to the fact that Tim's a tough fighter. Tim is going to keep the pressure on him. Tim is going to be smart. Now, Tim is going to get hit with shots. Pretty solid shots. But, how much does Tim have left in the tank is a good thing. That's why this actually would be a tough fight to call. Will Tim have, just enough to get past Broner? Broner really just hasn't looked good. So, things might be evened out. And like I said, I think Tim would be a little more focused. And he might be a little refreshed from getting some time off. And he might be able to, pull that fight out. I would favor Tim Bradley. Adrien Broner is going through a lot right now. Tim will be catching him at the right time. Adrien Broner is, for some reason, just having a mental, Gaff, I don't know what's up with this dude, man. He need to get it together, but I don't know about that. You know, sometimes you just got people who just stay in their own way. But yeah, I believe this fight will happen if, in my opinion, if the price is right. It's the Architect. I'm out.